All three of the manslaughter charges in Liam Payne's death have been dropped, and Liam's friend, Roger Norris, is now speaking out. In December, Norris was charged with manslaughter after allegedly failing to fulfill his duties of care, assistance, and help toward Liam Payne, and a statement said that Norris abandoned him, knowing he suffered from multiple addictions. Hotel manager Gilda Martin and receptionist Esteban Grassi were also charged with manslaughter, and then hotel employee Ezekiel Pereira and waiter Ryan Paez were charged with supplying drugs to Liam. But at the end of last month, the manslaughter charges against Norris, Martin, and Grassi were all dropped after a hearing in Argentina's National Criminal and Correctional Court. However, the charges against the other two remain, and they remain in prison as they await trial. After the charges were dropped on March 3rd, Liam Payne's family released a statement. They said Liam's death was an unspeakable tragedy. This is a time of tremendous grief and pain for those who knew and loved him. Liam ought to have had a long life ahead of him. They also addressed the manslaughter charges being dropped, saying, "We understand that the investigation into Liam's death was absolutely necessary, and the family recognizes the work done by the Argentinian authorities. However, the family accepts the Court of Appeals decision to drop all charges." Now, in an interview from last week, Roger Norris spoke out about his friendship with Liam. According to Norris, he and Liam spent a lot of time together in the months before Liam's death. He said the last 6 months of his life, we were together every single day, all the time, along with our girlfriends at the time. In that same interview, Norris's lawyer stated that he had sent Liam's family an email shortly before his death recommending that Liam go to rehab. And the lawyer said that ultimately the drugs are at fault for Liam's death. Norris also addressed the backlash he has received from Liam's fans, acknowledging their feelings, and he said, when someone you grew up with their voice, their songs, and all of a sudden they're gone, it's hard to deal with. They're trying to find an explanation. But all of the charges against him have been dropped, and it seems like he is grieving just like everyone else. And for now, there are no manslaughter charges, and the only charges in relation to Liam Payne's death are for the people who supplied the drugs to him in Argentina.